Hi, everybody. It's crack. Everyone have a happy Father's Day? Happy Father's Day, everyone. Good? Yeah? I guess no. You all came from fathers. Nothing? I spent my Father's Day the same way I spend every Father's Day. Answering the phone and yelling, "Prove it!" I'll be on Maury Povich someday, guys. I was reading an article about a California man who got drunk at a zoo and decided to climb into the polar bear cage, whereupon meeting Mr. Bear, had his arms ripped off. And when they asked him why he did that, he said because he was, quote, illiterate and couldn't read the sign telling him not to do that. Now, I don't know about you, but I have done a variety of stupid things while drunk. I once successfully robbed a Girl Scout. I also once tried to use a balloon as a condom. That was not so successful. By the way, those two stories are not related. Okay, my lawyer told me I should say that. But if you need a sign to tell you not to jump into a ring of death with an animal 5 times your size, maybe reading's not your biggest problem. I don't even think you need a sign for that. If anything, there should be a sign in the inside of the cage with its back to the crowd that just says, if you could read this and you don't work here, you fucked up. I can't even believe there's still illiteracy at this day and age. There's still people who can't read. You know what country has the highest reading rate of any other country? Cuba. Cuba, that's true. Of course, they can't afford a book, but communism isn't going to let a little thing like logistics get in their way. Papi, ¿dónde está el libro? Oh, just shut and make the goddamn cigar. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? No? Good? No? Okay. Yes, Cuba. Cuba. They are number 1 in literacy. Ironically enough, dead last at boat making. Yeah. I know, I thought a refrigerator door was a perfectly good raft. Turns out it's not. It's just shit that floats. Have you seen those rafts? They're terrible. That guy Bear Grylls could make a better raft with an empty water bottle, a bundle of sticks, and 10 minutes. And he'll be in Miami doing coke in like an hour. You guys watch that show, Man vs. Wild? I love that show. You know what I think I like most about that show? It really reminds me of how quickly I'd die. I'd get on top of that mountain and be like, okay, game time. Where's that 7-Eleven? Alright, I'm fucked. I'd love to see that dude Bear Grylls on like Survivor. Just fucking people up. Be like if LeBron played a bunch of fat 4th graders. Just like going up for it? Not today. Okay, guys. I would love to see it though. Like everyone on the island would be all like malnourished. That guy Bear Grylls would actually gain weight from eating a full boar every night. Everyone will be living in mud huts. He'd build himself a 4-story bamboo mansion with monkey servants running around. And he'd win because he's a hunter. So that means he would either hunt for food or the people trying to vote him off. Which I would love to see. You want to talk about a show called Survivor? Let's get serious. That's something my friends have tried to get me to do, is go hunting, and I'm not going to go, because to me there's a fine line between hunting and just getting drunk in a tree. And one of those I don't have to get up early for. My friends, they always say the same thing, like, oh no, bro, you gotta go for the sport of it. You gotta go for the sport of it. You have an automatic gas-powered rifle with a laser scope and a hair trigger, and you're fighting a fucking deer. I hit one backing out of my driveway the other day. I don't get a gold medal for that. For a second, I thought I was in Jumanji. Turns out I wasn't. The deer's just a fucking moron. That's not a sport. They were like, oh, well, the sport is I use a bow and arrow, bro. A bow and arrow. That's the move. Like Robin Hood. Like, well, Robin Hood used the bow and arrow against people who use bows and arrows against him. That's not a sport. That's a war. You want a sport? Go into the woods with a fork and come out with a bear. Now that's a sport. Then I will be impressed. Here's my wife. But if you come out and both of your arms are ripped off, well, you should have read the sign because you fucked up. It was a callback joke, guys. The zoo joke. I had something. Okay, I hurt my back. Anybody ever hurt your back? I think it's funny. Like, if you shatter your knee, you can go to the doctor that could rebuild your knee out of steel, and we could put it back in your leg, you could run fine, no problem. It's like, oh, my arm really hurts. Well, we could reset the arm, or we could replace the arm. It doesn't matter, you're fine. If you hurt your back, they just look at you like, I don't know. Roll your ass around in this chair. They got nothing. Nothing. Your back's fucked. That's good. The joke is going nowhere. Nowhere fast. I was hanging out in this bar, and this really disturbed me. This was last night. It was like 1 in the morning, and one of the, like, is a really shitty bar. You know the kind of bar I mean. Like, the kind of bar you can get stabbed at any time. Or you can buy, like, heroin in bulk, like Costco. Or just get syphilis in the toilet seat. That's the kind of bar I mean. But I looked across the bar, and there was this group of girls, and I was stunned to see them there. Because I know this bar, and I know that rape train is never late. And the girls separated for a second, and one of them had a fucking baby. She had a baby in a stroller, pushing it around. Are you kidding me? Like, would the baby have a craving for wings or some shit? At 1 in the morning, at a bar, on a Monday. Just, you can imagine my relief when I realized that it wasn't actually a baby. It was just a quadriplegic. I know, I saw that and went, oh, thank God. Oh, and then I asked her to dance. She said no. I guess she was holding out for Stephen Hawking or some shit. But then I did buy her a drink with a really long straw. So she... To answer your questions, yes, we fucked. And I was fantastic. Even though she couldn't feel anything, I was amazing. All right, guys, I'm Dan Farley. You guys have yourself a great night.